If you can see, the first part was not completely, I think, yeah, it was completely done. The second part, just 10 nouns are there. So can you all do it quickly? 5 minutes, I think that is what you will take to do this. You just have to use the correct article, like what you did in the previous exercise. So tell me what article you will use with these. Now, the important thing is these nouns are not normal. Normal in the sense there are exceptions. Okay. I told you about exceptions. So these are mostly exceptions which are not actually following the normal rule. So you have to use it in while keeping those things in mind. Okay, do it. So let us start the discussion of the questions, these questions. So let me ask this to any one of you again. Manan, can you try the first four quickly? These four, can you tell me what are those, masculine or feminine, telling me the correct article which has to be used?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the first one will be the first one will be El Agua.
Okay, El Agua.
Then
Then,
second one La Madre.
very good. Third one.
And the third one will be El Dia.
Nice.
And
Next
sir,
one.
fourth one will be El Problema.
Very good. So these are all exceptions. If you all see here, A ending, but it is masculine and we are using L. This is E ending and this is feminine, so it is La. Madre, even logically, if you see, mother, so it should be feminine, so we are using La. Dia is also an exception ending with A, but it is not feminine, it is masculine. And Problema was also an exception which was following that MA, PA, and TA rule. Under that only this was given as one of the examples. Okay, so next four, let me ask again somebody. Aman Mehrotra. Can you try?
Yes, sir. Sir, El Sistema,
Very good.
La Señorita,
Very good.
La Libro.
No, it is not an exception.
Okay, sir.
Okay, it
Sir,
is El
what
Libro.
does Libro mean?
Libro is book,
Okay.
and this is not an exception. Okay, it was just put
Okay.
there to confuse you people. So this is just to remember always that Libre is masculine and it is El Libro. Okay,
And
Noche.
sir, La Noche.
Exactly. So this is La Noche. Fine. The last two I'm telling you, it is El Bar. Okay, like the loner's rule is being applied here. And the last one is canción. Can anybody tell me what do you think it is?
Song.
Masculine or feminine?
Oh, okay. El
Yes.
canción.
El canción. Why, Aman?
The ION, so basically.
So ION
ION is
is
usually
la, no?
feminine. Yeah, it's feminine, but I
La.
thought.
You told L. Yeah, it is a feminine noun because of the thing which also I told that ION ending are generally feminine. So this is going to be la. Okay, good. Now, moving on forward, okay, we are going to see another new verb today. But before starting that, I have to give you a very basic thing, which is counting numbers. Okay, from 1 to 20, I will give you today. How do you say those numbers from 1 to 20 in Spanish? Okay, note down it in your notebook because, as I told, numbers are few things which are going to be used frequently. If you are able to memorize them, that's very good. If not, at least remember till 20, and always keep it handy in your notebook. So 0 starts, it's called cero. Okay, C is pronounced here as S sound, so it is cero. So don't say something like quero or anything else. Okay, then starts with 1. So 1 is uno. Then dos. I'm writing it in small. You can write it in capital also. That's not a problem. Then it is tres. Okay. Cuatro. Cinco. Okay. Seis. Siete. Ocho. Seven. Please unmuted. Please mute yourself. It is echoing. 10. Shaikh Mubarak, can you mute yourself? Okay, the meeting is also locked. Okay, so nobody can enter now. And all of you make sure you do not leave also. So this is still 10. So nueve and then ds. I told already that z is sh pronunciation. So you should say ds. Don't say anything similar to English, any English pronunciation. Then next one is once. Okay, the spelling is very close or the similar to the word in English also, but the pronunciation is different. It is once. Don't say once or anything which you say in English. It will be once, doce, trece, catorce, okay, quince. Okay, I have told earlier also that when Q, U and E comes, the pronunciation is just simple K of English, and when Q, U, I comes, it becomes key. Okay, so that's why it is quince. Don't say quince or anything other like English pronunciation. Okay, then comes 16. So 16 is DSC 6. Okay, then you have DSC 7, DSC 8, DSC 9 and 20. Okay, 20 is 20. The pronunciation you have to be very clear here. Okay, the letter is E, which is pronounced as A. So 20. Okay, that is how you say. I'm giving a little bit more till 23 so that you can use it also sometimes whenever it is necessary. I will give you till 100, but not now, later on. But for now, I'm just giving you till 20 to 23. Okay, so next is 21. So 21 things are much more similar like 20, but E of 20 is changing to I, and then you mention uno. Okay, uno, which is there for one. So I mentioned 21 all together. Then you have 22. Then you have 23. Okay, like that you can continue till 29. Okay, the thing which is happening here is E is changing to I in the at the end. Okay, of the word 20. So this is how you say. So if you see the pronunciation, let me tell you clearly here again. Starting with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Then it is 21, 22, 23. So this is how you have counting numbers in Spanish. So remember it. That's very good. Okay, and you will find it very useful in the subsequent, you can say, classes. So now moving on to the next part, as I told that we are going to basically learn a new verb. So the previous verb which we learned was the verb ser. Okay, and we saw how the verb ser had 6 different forms with different subjects. Starting with soy, then it was eres, es, okay, then it was somos, sois, and son. So 6 different forms of the verb ser were there with different subjects like first person, second person, and third person. Similarly, on the same pattern, we are going to learn about this new verb which is tener. Okay, the pronunciation is tener. It's the meaning of the verb tener is basically to have. Okay, so when we say to have, then it is not referring to that participle form which is I have studied, you have eaten. Okay, it is not referring to that. Tener is basically talking about the possession thing. Okay, possession means I have a car, you have a house. Okay, she has 2 brothers. Okay, we have a class today. All these things we are using the verb tener for. Okay, so which is basically about the possession thing. So how do we use it? So the rules are pretty much same in the sense what we have used with the verb ser means there will be 6 different forms of tener with 6 different subjects. So you have seen already, first was yo. Okay, the subject was yo, which is I. So with the verb subject, with the pronoun yo or with the subject yo, the verb form tener becomes tengo. Okay, so it becomes I have. Similarly, if you have the other subject, which is tu, which is you, the form of tener becomes tienes. So it is you have. Then comes the next one, third one. Subjects under third person singular are not one, more than one are there. So like el, ella, okay. And then you have noun singular. So with all of these 3, the tener form becomes tiene. So this is the how 3 forms have come. So el tiene will be like he has, ella tiene, she has, and noun is there as a subject, and then you will use singular if it is, it will be tiene. So like what do you say? John has, then you have to use this. Juan tiene, Maria tiene, okay. Carol tiene, Rahul tiene, like that you can use it because names are all part of the noun. Then the next one is nosotros, or we have nosotras also. I have explained this very extensively earlier. So it is tenemos, which we will use the form. So nosotros or nosotras tenemos, so it will be like we have. Then we have vosotros or vosotras. So it is like the form is tenéis. Okay, this is the form. And it will refer to you all have. The last one is ellos. Okay, then you have ellas, and then next one is noun plural. Okay, so with all of them, it will be TNN. So they have and nouns have, whatever nouns you are going to see as a subject, which is going to be always plural in this case. So you have TNN, the form, and accordingly you have to use it. Now, as I told already earlier that this TENER is only about possession. Okay, it is not about any participle form like I have studied, you have played, okay, they have slept. No, it is referring to the possession thing. So you can now frame simple sentences. So you got most of the things of the sentence. So the structure which we are following, even in Spanish, it is similar to English. So subject, verb, object. This is the rule which we follow. So here, if you see, imagine you want to make a simple sentence that I have 2 cars. Okay, I have 2 cars. I'm just giving you very simple sentence. So for I have, we just got the form. It is yo tengo. 2 is going to be dos. Okay, I gave you the numbers right now. Car is coche or carro also. So I'm just using coche. So it will be plural coches. Okay, so yo tengo dos coches. Similarly, you can even think of some other sentences about, and the structure, if you see, it is in Spanish also, you are following the same subject, verb, object. So subject, verb, and object. Okay, so let's say you have a class. So here you have a class. So I should start it with tu. The form of tener becomes tienes. Okay, for a, I will be using the indefinite article, either un or una, but that will depend completely upon the word class. So class is clase, and a class from indefinite article, clase is first of all, it is a feminine noun. So it will be una clase. So tú tienes una clase. That's it, full stop. So this is how you are using the verb tener for talking about possession. There is one more use of the verb tener. Okay, we use tener also for talking about the age. This is a little bit strange. Okay, if you compare it with English, this is actually a strange thing which happens, that for telling about age in Spanish, people use tener. Actually, tener means to have. So you may be thinking that how can you use it, a tener verb for talking about age. So let me tell you how do we use it. Okay, just understand. I mean, the basic rule is different, but after that things are completely similar to the previous one which I have explained. So when you say, let's say I am 20 years old. Imagine you want to say this. So this is what you say always in English. If you are talking about your age, this is the pattern you follow. But in Spanish, the pattern is completely different. Okay. So what do they say in Spanish? I'm writing that in English basically. Okay. So they generally say, I have 20 years. That's it. So you can say how the structure is completely different in Spanish. Okay, so this one which I have written, this is actually the translation which has to be followed in Spanish. Okay, you need not translate this one directly into Spanish when you are telling your age. So this is the structure you have to follow. So if you see this, I have is basically the tener verb. So it is yo tengo, 20 is going to be veinte. Year is año, years will be años. Okay, plural. So años is what you have to put at the end. Then similarly, you can think of some other person age also, like if you want to say, let's say you are 10 years old. So this is what you will say in English. In Spanish, you will be saying you have 10 years. That's it. No need to use old or anything else. So in Spanish, it will come out as tú tienes 10 años. Okay, this is the way to tell the age. Like that, you can use it for third person also. You want to say that, let's say you want to tell any person in third person and you have his name with you. So you want to say Maria is, let's say, 20 years old. So it will be again Maria, okay, tiene 20 años. Okay, so again the verb tener is being used here. Now, the next thing which you have to also know is, when you are telling age, this is the statement, but how will you ask somebody what is his age? That is also something you need to know. When if you are having some conversation, and it's how will you understand that somebody is asking you about your age? Okay, so the structure is, again I have to say start from English, then I will jump to the Spanish one. So this is what you say. How old are you? This is what you generally say in English. In Spanish, it will be like the same, more or less same pattern will be followed, what you are using here, but in interrogative, means in question. So it will be like, how many years you have? Okay, this is what you will say in Spanish. So to say this in Spanish exactly, for how many, the word in Spanish is cuantos. Okay, cuantos. And years will be años. I have written it here also. So años. You have the same simple, that structure you will pick from that tener conjugation. So you is tú and it will be tienes. Okay, so cuántos años tú tienes? This is something like, this is what you can use to know somebody's age. Cuántos años tú tienes? Directly if you're talking to that person. Okay, one to one. So the answer can be, obviously it has to be in first person. No, like if somebody is asking you how old are you, so then you say, how do you say that? I am this much years old, or like that you say. So same thing will happen in Spanish. You just start with again tener. So it will, sorry, yo, it will be yo tengo, and then number of years and años. So number of years all means, this is something which is generally followed. You do not write digits for numbers in Spanish. You use the words which are there. So for 10, we are using diez, and always written here in by using alphabets. The same thing will happen for other numbers also. Not only with age, in general in Spanish, this is what which is given more importance. Okay, that digit part is not used. So next, I will tell you something more. So in the same pattern, like you have asked a question, somebody about his age, his or her age, you can ask um, a similar type of question to know about the position, okay, of something. So for example, you want to say how many books you have, or let's say instead of books, let us put family. How many brothers you have? Okay, so this is too straightforward, that there is no any other way to say this question generally in Spanish, okay, in English. So you can simply just do the translation. So for how many, again I will be using the word cuantos, okay, and brother will be changed into hermanos, okay, and then you have will be two TNS. Okay, so this is the structure which you have to follow. Same way you can change this brothers with anything else which you think of. Okay, how many classes you have, so cuantas. Now clase is feminine, so you have to use cuantas in that case. If the masculine, it is a masculine noun, you have to use always cuantos. So just keep that in mind and follow it, okay, correctly. So based on this thing, what I'm doing is I'm giving you this exercise where you have to fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb tener. It's a very simple exercise. Okay, you have to just apply the things which you understood right now.
Sir,
Tell me.
sir, you told that masculine means we need to use quantas with it or quantos with it.
Cuantos, cuantos.
Quantos, okay.
Yeah. But if it is a feminine noun here after the question, okay, it has to be quantas. I'm writing the
Quant.
complete word, quantas. Okay. So
Okay,
if it
sir.
is clase is feminine, so you have to start it with cuantas. Cuantas clases tú tienes? How many classes you have? Or if you have to ask how many sisters you have, then in that case it will also be cuantas. It will be hermanas. Okay. And then it will be tú tienes. Okay. Cuantas hermanas tú tienes? So this is how you change the word cuantos into cuantas. Okay, in this particular type of cases. But here with the age, there is no need to change anything. Okay, the same cuantos años will be used, and after that you can put the subject whichever you have to ask for. So this is the exercise, and you have to fill in the blanks with the form tener. I'm writing down the conjugation again here, so that if somebody has not noted down completely, you can do it from here. Tienen, tenemos, tenéis, and TNN. Okay, so this is the structure. So all of you can do this. I don't think it's very difficult. It's simple. Some of the words you may not be knowing after fill in the blanks. Okay, but that is not a problem right now, because when I'm asking you to conjugate the verb, for conjugation or for changing the verb form, you need to only find out what is the subject. Whatever is coming after the fill in the blanks, that's object, and it does not have influence on the form of the verb. So you just focus on this part right now to do this exercise. If you do not know, anyway I will discuss and will tell you the meaning. Okay, but now you have to just find out the subjects. So do it. Okay, do it fast. You don't need a lot of time.
Sir, one of my friends got disconnected and the meeting is logged. Sir, his
Okay, what
name
is
is
his name?
Tarang Garg. Tarang Garg.
Okay, ask him to join.
So ninth one is Nosotros, right? Not Nosotros.
Ninth one is, yeah, nosotros. After that, there is this word no, which is the negative thing. Okay, so you can think and decide what should be used. Whatever you are able to do, I will discuss it anyway. For the time being, just give me the answers, means write down the answer. Okay, the whole sentence is not required, but yeah, while discussing, you can note down the words which are unknown to you. Okay, the meaning with the meanings. So let us start. Slowly we will move. So let me start with the first three. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So let me ask somebody. Yeah, Aman, Anand, can you try first three?
Yes, sir, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is mi
I think I
primo.
didn't tell you the meaning. Primo is your cousin brother. Okay, so it's a noun basically. So tell me, what do you use?
So mi primo tiene 15 años.
Tiene 15 años. And did you understand what is mi primo?
So my cousin has 15 must be
Um,
some number years. So he's this years old.
so he is. So my cousin brother is 15. 15 is 15. Okay,
Right.
so my cousin brother is 15 years old, and you have used third person singular for the correct reason. Why? Because here me is my. Okay, so my is basically an adjective, so it is not all any subject. Primo is a noun, which is cousin brother, and it's a noun, so third person singular subject it will be. So according to that third person singular, you have to use DNA. Okay, so if you already know this whole thing, then it's very good. Tell me, number two. Nosotros.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me, Aman.
Yeah, sorry, sir. I got disconnected for a second. Um, the second one would be Nosotros tenemos dos gatos.
Nosotros tenemos dos gatos. Is the meaning clear? Can you
Yes.
try that also?
Sure, sir. So basically, we have two cats.
Yeah, gatos meaning is given here, cats. Very good. Number three.
And third is tú tienes mucho dinero.
Tú tienes
Uh,
mucho dinero.
you have
Mhm.
a lot of money.
Exactly. So mucho is a lot of. So you can all note down these words, okay, which are new. A lot of. Mucho is a lot of. There is something more I will explain you about mucho later on. So subject was two. Accordingly, I have to use TNS. Thank you. Let me come to some other person. 4, 5, and 6. So Mohammed Irbaj, can you tell me the answer for 4, 5, and 6?
Yes, sir. So what is la muchachos?
Okay, your sound is coming very low. So let me tell you here, muchacho. Now, first here, do you think what it is? Is it a noun or a pronoun? First of all, let us decide that. This whole part,
A noun.
a noun, very good, because we are using article here also, los. So we use articles only with the noun, no? And the article is also plural. It means it's a plural noun. So even if you did not know this answer or this meaning of muchachos, you could just do the answer correctly also, because the subject is noun plural. What could you use? TNN, isn't it? Noun plural, if it is, so TNN. So, but I have to tell you the meaning. So muchachos are like the same word we use for chico, boy. Okay, so here it is in plural. So chicos or muchachos, same. Okay. And the meaning, can you try the whole meaning? What could it be?
The boys have I don't know what this is.
Just guess it. What could it be? Bicicletas. English word closer to. No idea?
No, sir.
Bicycle.
Okay.
No, bicycle, and this is new, so it is like boys have new bicycles. That's what it is telling you. Okay. Let us come to the next one. Tell me, la profesora.
La profesora tiene, sir. Noun is singular.
So it will be TNA. And then read the whole sentence.
The professor have do. The
How
professor
do you
have
say this?
headache.
Headache, but how do you pronounce this word in Spanish? Come on, try it. Not so difficult. Dolor de cabeza. Okay. Dolor de cabeza means headache. So dolor is the pain and cabeza is the head. So that is how it is said in Spanish. In English it is quite straightforward, but in Spanish it is like yes. So dolor de cabeza. Number 6, can you try also? Yeah, Ibraj, can you try number 6 also? Yeah, Ibraj, can you hear me? Then please respond to the answer for the question number 6. Okay, I think there is some problem. Network disconnected. Okay, ask him to join. Okay, so let me come to some other person. Samarth, can you try this? Number 6, 7, and 8. Samarth? Samarth,
Sir,
are you there?
sir, Samarth or Samar?
No, I asked Samarth.
Oh, sorry.
Samarth, can you hear me? Okay, so let me ask some other person. Yeah, Samar, can you try? Samar Abbas?
Yes, sir. So
Yeah.
6, 7, and 8.
Yes.
So 6 will be ¿Cuántos años tiene el hermano de Elisa?
TNN.
Tiene.
Okay. TNA, exactly. It will be TNA. So this is the subject.
Yes, sir.
According to this, we are using it. So
Yes, sir.
El hermano de Elisa, what did you understand?
So Elisa's brother. How old is Elisa's brother?
Very good. Number 7.
So, mi familia y yo tienen un carro nuevo.
Okay, so here is a problem here. Now, whenever you find these type of subjects where there is a noun and then there is a pronoun,
Yes,
and
sir.
when the pronoun is first person and it is a noun which is a third person, you do not consider it third person plural. You give priority to the pronoun, which is first
Okay, sir.
person. So altogether, if you see, this subject will be now first person plural.
Yo. So it'll be tengo.
No, it will be first person plural.
Oh, sorry.
When you are just using tengo, then you are just referring to yo as
Tien.
I.
Tien.
Tenemos, tenemos. So it is like nosotros, isn't it? Like my family and I. So when I say like this, it is like us. It is like we.
Yes, sir.
Ah, so
Yes, sir.
same thing is here also. Mi familia y yo tenemos. Okay,
Okay.
un carro nuevo. So carro is a car
Yes,
and
sir.
nuevo is new.
Yes, sir.
Number
Sir,
8, can you try?
sir,
Mhm.
Rodolfo no tiene los discos.
TNA.
Yes, sir. Tiene.
TNA los discos. So discos are CDs
Sir,
or
discs.
DVDs, discs. Basically,
Yes.
it is referring to CD, DVDs.
Yes.
So here it is a negative. So no is like what in Spanish? It is referring to do not as well as does not and the word not whenever according to the situation. Okay. So uh, so there is nothing we have to add with the word no if you are referring to do not or does not or not. Just put the word no before the verb and you have to yourself add do not or does not in English. Okay. So do not try to find anything else apart from the word no if it is a negative sentence. So Rodolfo does not have the CDs or the discs. Okay, number 9 and 10. So let me ask again somebody. So Shreya Rastogi, can you try 9 and 10?
Yes, sir. Sir, ninth will be tenemos. Nosotros no
Hmm?
tenemos
Uh-huh.
mucho tiempo.
Okay. So we do not have, what do you think it is?
A
Tiempo is
lot
time.
of
So
time.
tiempo is time.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so we do not have a lot of time or we do not have much time like that.
Hmm.
Number 10,
Sir, for tenth, I'm not sure.
let us try.
Uh,
That's all right. So
Bolivia.
Bolivia and El Peru, what do you think? What are these names?
So I think noun,
Noun.
like
So, but it is noun what? Plural.
singular, singular.
So singular, how can you say? Bolivia is one, Peru is another one. So there are two here, no?
Two.
So
Tiene.
it is plural. So it is noun plural. So it should be TNN. And
Okay.
these two are what? Which place? They are both countries. Okay.
Hmm.
They are
Okay.
both countries in South America, Spanish speaking countries. So
Okay.
Bolivia y el Perú tienen montañas altas. So montañas are mountains, altas are tall. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay,
So
sir.
this is how we do it. Fine. So I hope all of you understood. So
Sir, can you
let us.
explain the fourth one? Sir, once more. Sir, I didn't
Fourth
get.
one is not so difficult. I told you that los muchachos is nothing like the word. It is first of all singular is muchacho. So muchacho is basically boy, which we generally use in Latin America or South America. In Spain, they use chico, boy. So this is basically used in Spain. So los muchachos is basically the plural of the boy. So plural of boy is los muchachos and this is a noun, it is third person plural. So accordingly you have to use the third person plural form of tener, it will be TNA. So that is what we have used. So the boys have bicicletas nuevas will be like new bicycles. Okay?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in the seventh one, like you said, to give the preference to pronoun. So if
Huh?
instead of you, it will, if it is a two, so we should give the preference to two, right?
Yeah, two, but in that again, two plural you have to give. You have to use
Okay.
at the end.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay? Like that you have to do. Yeah,
Sir,
somebody
this
else has question?
mucho,
Uh-huh.
sir, this
Mucho?
mucho gusto, I have heard that it's nice to meet you, but
Uh-huh.
it's mucho is you're telling a lot. It's like
But
a
again, things are not very literal. Mucho has got other meaning also. Okay.
okay, sir.
The one which you said, mucho gusto. Okay.
Yes,
I
sir.
told that you do not always translate things from English to Spanish or Spanish to English. Mucho gusto is what you say is like is the way to say in Spanish, and nice to meet you is like that is the way to say in English. If you literally translate mucho gusto, then it will be
Okay, sir.
like a lot of pleasure, something
Oh,
like that. I have a lot of pleasure, but you do not say that in English, no? You simply say nice to meet you. So that is how it is
oh,
a little bit different from
okay,
that.
sir.
So let us keep it till here for today, and today I'm going to take your attendance by calling your name. So please unmute yourself when I'm calling your name. So 54 people are here right now. So okay, so starting with first one, Vasudeva Omkar Pachuri,
Present, sir.
Abdul Wajid,
Present, sir.
Muhammad Irbaj, Muhammad Ibraj. You are there only. What happened to you?
Yes, sir. Muhammad Irbas.
Yeah. Vrinda,
Present, sir.
Rishika Basu,
Present, sir.
Swananya Nayak,
Yes, sir.
okay, and Tarang Garg, not there. Tirth Narendra Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Tanmay Mishra,
Present, sir.
Raj Gupta,
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Sriniket Dikshit,
Present, sir.
Monvi,
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Pratham Gupta, not there. Samar Nakwi,
Present, sir.
Damya, Aman Anand,
Present, sir.
Ritvik Kundu,
Present, sir.
Rishav Raj, Niranjan Venkateshan,
Present, sir.
Aditi, yeah. Parag Brahm,
Present, sir.
Kush Khandelwal,
Present, sir.
Priya Rastogi,
Present, sir.
Aditya Lal,
Present, sir.
Maneet Mittal, Sahil Tiwari, Mohit Suharsia,
Present, sir.
okay. Maukhik Mishra,
Present, sir.
Joshita, okay. Those who have given the attendance, they can leave. They don't need to stay back. Okay, until unless you have a question.
Thank
Yeah,
you, sir.
Joshita is
Yes,
there.
sir.
Nikunj, Rupesh Yadav, Priya Arun,
Present, sir.
Lokesh Mishra,
Present, sir.
Sai Prabhat,
Present, sir.
Neet Subur,
Present, sir.
Bhargava,
Present, sir.
Shubham Soni,
Present, sir.
Rohit Tawar,
Present, sir.
Lakshmi Tarun, Ram Rohit, Hari Prashant,
Present, sir.
Kushal Kailas Sarda, Manan Jain,
Present, sir.
Aditya Venkat Subhash,
Present, sir.
Ayush Upendra Kumar,
Present, sir.
Devar Promit,
Present, sir.
Shaunak Dave,
Present, sir.
Vihan,
Present, sir.
Viren Rajesh,
Present, sir.
Abhinav Kumar,
Present, sir.
Harin Mishra, Aman Mehrotra,
Present, sir.
Amarth Kulshrestha, Prateek Yash, Gautam Batra,
Present, sir.
Atvik,
Present, sir.
Satvik,
Present, sir.
okay. Naik Suhail,
Present, sir.
Venkat Sai Anirudh,
Present, sir.
Prithika,
Present, sir.
Dhyaneshwar Ji,
Present, sir.
Sarvesh S, Kunal Srinivasan, sorry,
Present, sir.
Kunal,
Present, sir.
R. Sivakumaran,
Present, sir.
Sheikh Mubarak,
Present, sir.
sorry. Sheikh Mubarak,
Present, sir.
Manish,
Present, sir.
okay. Thank you. Okay, so we will meet next week on Tuesday, okay, and we'll start a new topic on that day, which is very important, adjectives, okay. So with that, you will be able to frame sentences yourself correctly, okay. So we have done noun, pronoun, verbs, we have done, we will do adjective, and that will make you more confident in this language.
Sir, Tarangak
Okay,
present, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, Tarangak present.
I didn't mark you present?
No, sir.
Sir, you didn't mention my name, sir. Sir, Adamya.
No, I have mentioned everybody's name. I don't miss anybody's name. I'm doing it from the online.
Sir,
Okay.
19 BC 518.
So 19 BC 0053.
Adamya, and then who is other?
Sir, 19 BC 0053 Tarangarg.
Yes, Tarang. So you have to be attentive when I'm calling your name. Don't just leave your laptop on and go away.
No, sir, I am not. Sir, my mic was not working. That's why I joined with the phone.
Sir, Taran Kodali present, sir. His mic is not working. He messaged in chat.
Message in chat. Okay.
So from laptop, my mic was not working. That's why I joined with the phone.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Okay, so see you all in the next class. That's it for today.